Guys, I'm kind of back. I'm feeling much better now. So I've got a story to tell you, and this is really, really important that you understand, guys. This is how the seed of evil was implanted in all of us, or the matrix, or the lie. And the source, obviously, because but we need to understand that people think that this only happened on planet Earth, but happened on the whole galaxy. Guys, if one disconnects, everybody disconnects. The only one who stays connected to the power of the source is the source. That's it. Yeah, as it works. So we know the story of Adam and Eve. She's with soulmate Eve there with Adam, and then the snake or the devil comes and tempts her, and she eats the apple, and then that's it, kick out of paradise. Yeah. So, but this is what truly happened, guys. It's a lot of truth in some of the holy books, and I remember 20 years ago, which I didn't know matrix or matrix code. I had no idea of the knowledge of God, but it was shortly after opening my third eye. Before I was just searching for the truth and my soulmate. Yeah, like we all do, or most of us do. And one day, I was going to a meeting with one of people who worked for me, who I didn't know was a reptilian, as you do, because I used to live in a village that was actually all Masonic, and I used to date, and I know will be difficult for some people to understand, but I used to date for 14 years the self-aware fear entity of the Matrix, because he's incarnated in human form, very handsome, a complete twat. Anyway, and I told her, look, just call it and cancel the meeting. We need to go somewhere in the car. I don't know where, but we need to go somewhere important. The source is telling me we need to go somewhere. So as we were driving, I was getting the signs, like memory, the elephant, and this way. It was like all signs for me, wisdom that way. I thought, oh my God, go that way, go that way. And then there was a car that said if. I said, oh, follow that car. 3 hours later, I said, stop, stop, stop. And it was it was 20 years ago, sort of, give and take. And it was sunny, but 20 years ago, it wasn't anywhere sunny as it is here. I stepped into what we call, I was stepping into a different parallel reality, which it was like, Spain, when you go for walks on the woods or something, the floor, the floor, the soil is like broken because of the dryness. So it was like that. And I said to her, look, I need to go somewhere. I'll probably be 10 or 15 minutes. Just wait for me here. I left my handbag, my mobile, everything, yeah. And the only thing I took for some reason was toilet paper. I thought, okay. So, toilet paper. And as I was walking through this path, and she was waiting for me in the car, I felt like if I was becoming my higher self, I became like a goddess. I was so cool. And like people were following me. Like it was well, I was the first on of many going somewhere. I thought, oh, we are all going somewhere. And then after quite a bit of time, I found myself on a place where there was this wheel, like the wheel of life, and my memory triggered. I've seen that place before, yeah, but I couldn't remember from where. And then as I was walking, um, there was like a circle where I was put into, and spent there 1 hour having a bit of kundalini rising, but also like if I was a puppet and they were cutting the strings, and then I was feeling loose, and then it went again, and I thought, I hope nobody comes this way. They're gonna think I'm completely nuts, but nobody did. It was like a place that there was nobody. Honestly, it was again a parallel world, a parallel reality. And then I was walking, and they were telling me, I'm going to show you what happened at the beginning. I thought, cool, to all of you, yeah? And so we're going to show you the devil and what happened to Eve. I said, ooh, I'm going to see a snake. But it wasn't a snake, guys. It was like a tower, like an electric tower. They were telling me, the devil is technology, is the matrix. And obviously, I have no idea. I thought, well, why are you showing me a devil as I said, okay, I understand it one day. And then my hand went like this. and something was put into my hand, and I ate it, and then my whole body was covered in instructions, felt disgusting, like a snake going through my body. I said, my God, that's what happened. The lie, we ingested the lie, yeah. But they were telling me it wasn't just an ingestion, it was a rape, the devil raped Mother Goddess. Bastard. And then after that, I understood what I had the toilet paper, because I went for a wee. Because we only went, in paradise, we don't go to a toilet. Even if we eat, we can do what we want. Um, uh, but when we got disconnected, we go to a toilet because we are trying to get rid of the emotions. We are trying to get rid of those patterns that have been put, that negativity. So, and then I was taken to a place. To me, this is the symbolism of the matrix, and a massive field. Honestly, I think it took me about an hour and a half. It was like two squares, and it was the right and the left, and there was like an opening. It was like take people from the left to the right, and then exit. And I had to walk it twice. Not once. I was fucking exhausted. I was thirsty. It was really hot. One of the hottest days ever. And then they were taking me through farms, showing me you're being farmed, you're the food for the matrix, for the devil, for all these people, for the female originator. And I thought, oh my God, but we are exiting. And as I'm saying, the time is an illusion, but we've already taken the ones who chosen the source out, but it hasn't happened just yet. And then they were taking me through more farms. Haven't I seen enough farms? But there were no animals, there were no people, there was nobody but just me. And then I was bitten by like a pair of snakes. I said, oh my goodness. And then finally, 5 hours later, I appear in the middle of nowhere, no phone, no car, nothing. And I was there was a little pathway, and I went there, and there was this beautiful tree, like wooden tree, and they were like what appeared snakes going around. I saw the tree of life it's like the kundalini, when the snakes come out. And I thought, oh, wow. And then there was a beautiful wooden box. I wish I had taken it, which I opened with the Pandora box. You open and you get the demons out. They were showing me all this symbolism. It was the most incredible experience. Well, one of the most incredible experiences I had. And then what came later was that I began to cry because I was thirsty and I didn't know how the fuck to get home. And it was a very small village. There was no police. I thought, what the fuck am I going to do? So a woman came and gave me an orange juice, basically. So I drank it very quickly. And then I thought, what am I going to do? And then there was a phone box there. One of these beautiful, the red ones in England, the typical ones. And it rang, but only once. And I thought, my God, I can do reverse charge. So I called my reptilian friend, which I didn't know was a reptilian. She picked me up and I went home. And the matrix went mental. I said, what happened? Where have you been? I said, well, I don't think this is any of your business. And if you want to know, well, you said that you're very special by the source, so ask the source. Yeah. And then years later, I began to understand, what happened with that experience. And I wanted to explain it to you guys because the past 5 days they've been the hardest days of my life. And most of you have been raped and beaten up by the devil, Amor. But I didn't expect this. I knew the seed of evil was inside all of us. And I knew that the source needs to check it out. I'm not going to use a vessel, and this happens to be me. So I spent 3 days trying to throw up with explosions, like if I had grenades, going to a toilet. And, number 2, it was black water. It was absolutely disgusting, guys. Finally, after 3 days, I checked like demonic vial. It was disgusting. It tasted awful. I was cold, hot, sweating as anything, and the smell that I was showering as much as I could. The smell creating of my body, it was of pure evil. Imagine, pure divine smell from the source to the opposite, total opposite, rotten smell. So I went through that. And it's come out, guys, and this is really, really good news, because if the seed of evil is come out from one of us, it's come out from all of us. So that's what I'm saying, that we are getting very, 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 very close to the end. Also, judgment has been executed. The female originator is now dead. The matrix is almost dismantled. And there is like two matrix, one that's kind of like Jamor was directing. That is the hardest one. I mean, the hardest one to dismantle is going to be Jamor. But once the seed is out of the devil, then that's it, yeah? It's not going to take. Okay, okay. You want to say hello? Oh, somebody here is being naughty, wants attention, and wants to say hello to the gate. And it's my little baby. It's my little bambini. It's my little beautiful boy. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's Soul. And say hello. Yeah, that's it. I want to say hello again. Oh, okay, we'll say hello. Say hello, 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 hello. Anyway, the fun while we do this. And I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, that's it. It's so many things are happening behind the scenes. I saw a domino effect of a global awakening. I'm positive that we're going to bring everybody back. In what concerns the devil and Jamor and the Matrix are completely deleted, but many reptilians turn good and they risk their lives, and those are absolutely safe. I know many of them that are saved, and my clients, and that work for me. So, guys, whether it will have to go like Noah times, like flooding and doing something very drastic for people to reach for heaven awakening, that is a possibility if that has to happen to help as many. But we are almost at the end, and I urge you, yeah, not to give a shit about your reality. It's a fucking illusion, yeah. What you need now is to be recorded. You need to read the right books, yeah. You've got my books, and more will be coming. You need to concentrate on the videos in my YouTube channel. You need to know the truth. Debbie Cake is brilliant, but we all know that the reptilians. I tell the stories what's happening behind the scenes, which is what you need to know now. Yeah, don't worry about money. I was telling one of my clients, don't pay the rent, but pay for the record, and the money for the rent will come. Take a fucking risk and trust the source. Otherwise, you will be fucking deleted. You need to make a choice. This is urgent, guys. Yeah, I really, really was gutted to have the female originated deleted. She was my coach for many years, and I loved her. And I'm gutted. I was with the Matrix for 14 years, and 14 years with the devil, with Jamor. I loved them both. I was gutted when they didn't want to turn. Yeah. And there is no repentance. I don't want anybody in the human race for this to happen. You need to make the fucking choice, guys. This is a wake up call by the source. So make the choice. Goodbye. Can I stop it? I lost my mouse, guys. Oh, there it is. Goodbye. Love you.